What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flash from ALWT Gaming, aka Malachi36. I am here with It's the Nine Ball with this Hold On shirt because you guys gotta hold on for this news. In case you guys didn't see that, we have our little intro logo right there, kind of coming onto the scene. Very excited because I literally legit just figured that out like 5 minutes before we just went live. Am I lying there, Nine Ball?
No, he's been excited. It's like a kid in a candy store.
All the way, dude. So we are here to talk to you guys about the VGAs. For anyone that is new to the gaming industry, it is Video Game Awards. My wife is calling me, so hold on. Go ahead and talk to him real fast there, Nine Ball.
Well, if any of y'all didn't see, last night we checked out the VGA Awards. It was, to be honest, quite interesting. I mean, granted, we came in a bit late, but we got to see quite a few movies. I mean, not movies, but quite a few video game trailers. I also got to check out some very, very interesting winners of last night's tournament as well. Last night's event as well. Some surprise winners, some expected, some unexpected. And like I said, I got quite a few surprises myself when some of these trailers came out. Didn't even see them. They hit us left field, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at. I'm down for it. I love to be hit with a surprise trailer or two to see how it turns out.
Yep, every so often, every now and then. And we're actually going to be diving right into that too as well. We're some really good stuff here. Some definitely really good stuff here. There are some stuff that was a little disappointing. And it's not everything's all, unicorns and rainbows and candies and all that good stuff. But I did enjoy what I saw, to be honest with you. I have no issue with what I saw. So the very first thing we're going to talk about first, before we talk about the new games that were released, are actually the actual games itself. So we're going to start from the big one, which was Game of the Year. Okay, so looking at this list, we have it right here. So the games that were submitted were Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizon, Last of Us Part 2. Of that list, who won officially Game of the Year was Last of Us Part 2. It doesn't have like a rating to see who was runner-up or anything like that. It's just strictly Last of Us Part 2 that won that. Taking this out of that list right there, it's Nine Ball. Does that make sense to you that they won?
Yes, I can see it. I was kind of hoping for Ghost, but I can take that one.
Yeah,
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah, I honestly thought literally any of them could have won. It would have been a shocker if Hades won to me, and it would have been a shocker if Doom won to me. Me personally, not trying to sound like a hater, just facts. I didn't want Animal Crossing to win. I had an expectation that it was going to win just because of what it did during this time period at the very beginning. And yeah, so yeah, but with it being The Last of Us Part 2, I have no complaints. I kind of was wanting Ghost 2. Of course, you guys already know me. If it was my pick, Final Fantasy VII Remake, good to go all day, every day. If you guys haven't picked it up yet, you guys are sleeping on it, might as well pick it up right now because it's a fantastical game. Fantastical. Going on to the next one, right down here, is the best game direction. And it's practically the same list. So it's Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, actually, and it's Last of Us Part 2. Of that list, Last of Us Part 2 won the best game direction. Any thoughts about that there, Nibal?
Yeah, like I said, they cleaned house pretty good on here.
Yeah, this is going to hear a lot of you're going to hear a lot of Last of Us Part 2 winners, by the way, on this podcast. Just to give you guys a heads up. So, but go ahead.
Last of Us Part 2 is a pretty good game. For what I've seen and a little bit of what I've experienced, it looks fantastic. I've heard complaints, but it's mostly minuscule complaints and stuff. But
right,
you hear complaints about every game. So, like I said, it deserves it.
Agreed. Yeah, they worked hard for it. I mean, and I think it's really impressive too of how it won Game of the Year, despite the leaks that had happened. You know what I mean? Like, even with that, and on top of that, it won Game of the Year in a year where you don't want to have a pandemic type game going around, because we're living in the middle of a pandemic anyway. So I thought that was really impressive. And of course, anyone that's curious that wants to know why Last of Us Part 2 won the Game of the Year. It's a fantastic game, and 99% of what is selected is based off the judge jury that was part of it. 1% is by the voters, like gamers, streamers, all that good stuff from us. So our say for this one doesn't really have a say in it. I think the only say that we had was nominating it. I believe that's what it was. But as far as these game awards go, for this one in particular, that's how that goes.
And if you're if you're interested in seeing some of the gameplay, Malachi, I believe you've got some.
I do.
On your channel.
I do. I still have yet to beat it. I think I'm like, what, 6-7 hours in, and it's a 25-hour game roughly. So I got to get a little chunk to get through still.
Go to his channel, check some of it out, see if it's your kind of stuff you're streaming on.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And and with that being said, I don't really have a personal channel. I mainly just stream on our ALWT Gaming channel, which is ALWT Gaming everything, pretty much. So. But as again, not saying the other games were not great, because honestly, every game on that list, I can't really speak for Hades or for Doom Eternal, because I haven't really played any of those. I really don't play Animal Crossing, but I know what it can do. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, I know that it gets good reviews. I know it scores pretty well, so no complaints here. Best narrative. You guessed it. So we got 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. We got Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Last of Us Part 2. Winner was Last of Us Part 2, as you guys know. So not really much to go off of that, and we'll skip that one as far as our discussion goes, just because it's not going to be different than the other two the winning categories that they had, you know? Best art direction. We have Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Last of Us Part 2. This one actually went to Ghost of Tsushima, which is aesthetically a gorgeous game. This game is impeccable. So I'm very, very happy that I won an award here, because it's a very beautiful game. You're just, when you think of art and when you just look at that list, the number one thing that points out to me is literally riding on your horse with Jin Sakai, and inside of like a field of yellow roses when the sky is a dark gray and a charcoal gray, and you have the white willow trees or whatever that's like nearby. It's a very, very, very gorgeous game. So absolutely love it. Any thoughts about that there, Nineball?
Really, I thought that's one of the games I went for. I thought it looked fantastic for Ghost of Tsushima, and I thought actually would win a lot of them. I said I was kind of surprised to see Last of Us 2 win, but Last of Us 2, I'm going off Last of Us. I haven't really played much of Last of Us 2. I did check out some of your stream on there. But Last of Us was actually really good. A great storyline, a great game. So I can imagine what Part 2 is. And Part 2 looked incredible as well.
Yeah, definitely. And, it's just all of the options, again, beautiful. And even for Ori, that's a very beautiful game. I've never actually played it, but I've seen the way it kind of runs. And it does aesthetically, again, look like a very beautiful game. So
Final Fantasy VII is just a legend.
Yeah, definitely. Going on over to Best Score in Music, we have Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Last of Us Part 2. I had a feeling that Final Fantasy VII Remake was going to kind of clear house on this. That's just me. Not just because I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy, but the game itself, that's one of the things that... All right, so there are three things that Final Fantasy is known for. One is its impeccable and lengthy story. Two is because the whole game's not difficult, but there are some pretty intense and amazing boss fights. And then three is the music. That's the three main things that Final Fantasy is known for. And Final Fantasy VII music is great. Final Fantasy VIII music is great. Final Fantasy X music is probably the best music I've ever really heard, to be completely honest with you. It really is. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I like what they did. But again, like, 10 is just really, 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 really good. So I was a little bit thinking that maybe there's a possibility that they won't win this category. But then that thought quickly left. I was like, nah, Final Fantasy got this, and they did. So they were the winner for that. What about you there, Nineball?
I knew the minute I heard the things, I was like, they gotta win this. Like you said, Final Fantasies are known for their soundtracks. Most of the time, it's one of the few games that I will get the special edition just for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's really one of the few. I don't get a lot of special editions, but that's one I will almost always get for the soundtrack. I don't know if I got 7. I got 8 soundtrack. I know I got 10 soundtrack. And I got 13 and 13.2 soundtrack.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm one of these. It's probably back in my room, but I got their soundtrack because I got the. I'm not the type of gamer to get any special editions. I just get the standard and maybe eventually get the season pass depending on what all entails with it. I'm not typically the gamer to go ahead and get a big package like a deluxe edition or first class edition or anything like that. This game, I wanted the first class edition, and I was prepared to drop $200 on it. Did I get it? No, but I did go ahead and get the deluxe version because the only difference between the first class and the deluxe was first class had that big statue of Cloud that's on the motorcycle, and that was pretty much it. I definitely wanted that motorcycle. So, but yeah, definitely impeccable stuff there. Best audio design was we have Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, Last of Us Part 2. That one, Last of Us Part 2 took it. Best performance, Ashley Johnson as Ellie from Last of Us Part 2, Laura Bailey as Abby, Last of Us Part 2, Daisuke Tsujiya as Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima, I think I said his name wrong, Logan Cunningham as Hades from Hades, and Najee Jeter as Miles Morales from Miles Morales. That one, Laura Bailey as Abby, is what took it home. Best games for impact. So If Found, never heard of it. Kentucky Road Zero, never heard of it. Spiritfarer, never heard of it. Tell Me Why, heard of it, never played it. And then Through the Darkest of Time. So of that, just by association, I figured that Tell Me Why was going to win, and that's what won. So do you have any insight on that at all, or any of these games that's in this list? Have you heard of it, played it?
No, only one I knew offhand was Tell Me Why.
Yeah, so it was good.
Yeah, it was made by the makers of, God, I can't remember the name right now.
It's the Don't Do, or whatever it's called. Don't Do Entertainment.
I can't remember what game they made.
Well, they're Xbox Studios, so I don't even know.
No, it's on. I think it's on PlayStation. It's about a girl that could reverse time.
Oh, you're talking about Life is Strange? I don't think they're Life is Strange.
Yeah, that was theirs.
Don't Nod? Is not Life is Strange?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I don't think I ever really paid attention to that then.
Make sure.
I mean, you could be wrong. I mean, you're wrong. You could be right. You could be right. But yeah.
Never mind. Wait a minute.
Square Enix, yeah. I was about to say.
Yeah, Don't Nod. Yeah, it was them too. It was Square Enix and Don't Nod.
Oh, interesting. Oh, they just partnered up for this then?
Yeah, that looks like Square Enix probably published it for them.
Interesting. Which would make sense if it's coming all over the PlayStation for that. Best ongoing: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. This one was a shocker. No Man's Sky took it home. I'll let you talk about it first.
Oh, well, everybody knows I love No Man's Sky. We've been building planets for eons now. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. It's one of those games to where if there's nothing to do in the house, and I don't feel like doing any like mentally intense labor games or anything, you can just go over there, mine for some equipment, continue to build your buildings, take over some planets, and it's such a fun game. And I say give it a shot. You might not be in a building, but there's plenty to explore in there. You can fix up your ship. You can find ships and redo them. I heard there's like desolate ships. I haven't ran into one yet. You can do pirate raiding and stuff. I don't know if you can do pirate raiding, but you could hunt pirates. You can get bounties and stuff and take them out. Right now, I'm doing more of the economy. I'm doing more of an economy style character, so it's more down the line of finding like rare elements and delivering them to your to the benefactor. You get money and stuff where you can build more of your ships and your towns and your cities and whatever. It's such a fun game. Give it a go.
Yeah, we did it for our 9 to 5 segments. Not last month, not this month, because we recently just did. What was it?
State of Decay 2.
Yeah, we did City Decay 2. Was it last month that we did that?
I think.
Yeah, it was, because the month before that was me and Gravity Mark did because
I did.
Yeah, so
World War Z.
Yeah, we World War Z. Yeah, so it was last month. Wow, time flies. Well, there you have it. Yeah, we did it last month. First time playing it. It's definitely one of those survivalist type, builder type, exploration type games, which is fine. It's fun. For me in particular, I have to be in the mood to play those types of games, like Conan and No Man's Sky and all that good stuff. I mean, yeah, again, when you have a squad to run with, definitely a lot more fun. But it's just I don't know. I'd like to have a game that has more of an end goal versus just exploration. But ultimately, even with this list, that did kind of surprise me that No Man's Sky went ahead and took it over. I mean, I figured Fortnite was not going to win.
Yeah, I was scared of Fortnite was going to.
Yeah, I honestly had a feeling that they weren't. I thought that Warzone was going to take the dub on this. I actually thought that was going to happen, but No Man's Sky winner. There you go.
It's like the ultimate comeback story because when
it really is. It really is. Yeah, go ahead.
When it launched, that game was a mess at launch.
Mm-hmm.
No Man's Sky got slammed by everybody at launch.
Yeah. Best indie: Carrion, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Hades, Splunky 2, Spiritfarer. Hades, by the way, is the winner for that from Supergiant. I figured that Hades was going to win this one just because of everything that I've been hearing about it, and the art style and the music and voice acting and all that good stuff. I have not played Hades. I have played a Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and most people will probably assume that it was going to be Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. But when I did play Fall Guys, I saw that being is a perfect plus game, first and foremost. Perfect plus game. But I felt like that was a fad. I felt like it's one of those scenarios where it's just like, all right, it's cool now. You're still going to have a huge community behind it, just like Rocket League. You're going to have a huge community behind it. Does it really deserve any awards from this? Probably not, which we're also going to be talking about Fall Guy. Actually, I'll bring it up now because since we're here and we can kind of hit two birds with one stone. So on here, Fall Guy Ultimate Knockout is actually getting a new season, which I'm going to try to pull up real fast. There it is. So a new season trailer for Fall Guys Ultimate Knockouts. Next season was shown, giving a glimpse of the upcoming winter update. The trailer showcases the new penguin-themed costumes and snowy levels. The season begins January 15th. Speaking of that, bringing that up there, and I know we're talking about video games and the pretty much the video game Emmys or Grammys, if you will. Going off of that, what are your thoughts about the seasons, the way that Fall Guy Ultimate Knockout is tackling them?
No, I'm not really a huge fan of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun. I played a couple times. I played it with like my nieces and nephews and stuff. We all played Fall Guys, and it's fun with friends. It's one of those games that's definitely not really I wouldn't say a sustained investment. Mm-hmm. It's not one to where I would see myself like Smite to where I get on. I like to play it down again. It's not one to where I'm going to play enough to get enough out of that season pass. Because once you play those modes, once the fun and stuff kind of wears out, it's just more like a Mario Party game, playing a Mario Party game by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Fact.
Not fun at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, and to be completely honest with you, I will say, I feel like they're going through their seasons a little too quickly. This game just launched in August, and you're now on season 3.
Oh wow,
Yeah, they're coming out with season just a little too quickly. And I know that you want to stay fresh and keep the audience engaged and keep it going and flowing and all that good stuff. But at the same time, you're only kind of putting a timer on yourself for content. Eventually, you're going to run out of ideas at this pace. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. That's just, again, just outside looking in. I don't really play Fall Guys as much as the average Fall Guyer. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Best mobile game? Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, Pokemon Cafe Mix. I had a feeling it was going to be Among Us, but I also thought it could, Call of Duty Mobile and Genshin Impact had a really strong shot of winning. Especially the way that Genshin Impact kind of hit the studios and all that good stuff. Among Us is the winner. And there's also a little thing here about Among Us, which is, let's see, Among Us Takes Flight. That's what I kind of named that little segment. So Among Us has a new map that was revealed during the show. The airship is an airplane level that features ladders and shortcuts to navigate. The map is coming early 2021. The game also has a Jeff Keighley mask that is available on Twitch for a limited time. So there you go. So what are your thoughts about this? Do you is this a rightfully so earned win by Among Us for you in your book?
Among Us is interesting because Among Us has been around for a little while, and until that senator played it, and then it just went viral. It looks like, from what I've seen, it looks like, and I don't know if you ever seen the movie called The Thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, it reminds me a lot of that, to where somebody is the saboteur. As the saboteur, your job is to slow the pace down, and if you can isolate a person, you can kill them without being noticed. The rest of the crew is trying to finish up the thing and find this intruder and get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely an interesting premise, and I think it'll be worth a shot. I really need to give it a shot and see how it is.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, I do want to try Among Us myself too, as well. Especially if we can jump it on PC. I think that'd be kind of a fun game to get down on. Check it out. Best community support. You have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Valorant. Winner of that one was Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. So there you go. You got themselves a little trophy because of their customer service and support. To be honest with you, I'm out of any of these games, I haven't heard anything negative as far as their customer service support goes. So can't really capitalize too much on that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
You just got the nice guy from AT&T.
Yeah. Best VR AR: Dreams, Half-Life Alyx, Marvel's Iron Man VR, Star Wars Squadrons, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. I've never played Half-Life Alyx, but from what I've seen and viewed, it looks really good. And they're the ones that won, in case you guys were kind of curious. So definitely some cool and good stuff there. What are your thoughts about any of this? Have you played Half-Life or anything like that?
Half-Life's a legend in the video game community. The Half-Life game is considered basically one of the linchpins and one of the designers of the first-person shooter market in general.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
Sorry, I hit a transition button and it did the little transition. I like it though. I can't complain about it. All right, but go ahead.
It's Half-Life, Half-Life 2. It's almost considered great games, and I knew when Valve set out to do it, they was going to invest a lot of time into it. Because everybody knows Half-Life 3 it's not coming out. And I think, to be honest, it's one of those games where I'm glad they released Alyx and didn't go for 3. It can't come out at this point. If you release Half-Life 3, it'll never reach expectations.
Definitely not. Not at this point.
It's a meme at this point.
Um, Innovation and accessibility. So these are again kind of supporting players that might have a disability or a disorder that won't allow them to play video games as easily. And some of these developers had taken that into consideration and really made an amazing choice inside their video games, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperroot, Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legions. If I were to tell you that Last of Us Part 2 was the winner, would you believe me? Because they are. Yeah, they've been doing everything right. And actually, this year they kind of, I mean, again, the way that they kind of presented it and just kind of hit the stage, they hit the ground running when it came to accessibility. Because again, you have it to where you can practically have not even. It's good for everybody. That's all I got to say is that's good for everybody. It's there to certainly go ahead and push help the community out, whether you're completely functional or have any disorders or anything like that. It's there to assist you. So I think that was a nice little touch that Last of Us Part 2 has done, and I think it has kind of encouraged other developers to try to consider others that might not be as fortunate to play their games. So yeah, I think that was the line in the sand right there, if you will.
Yeah.
Best action, we have Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, Streets of Rage 4. Hades took the cake on that one. What are your thoughts there? It's the 9-ball.
That one kind of shocked me. I've never played Hades. I really need to pick it up and play it because this game's it's definitely now jumped onto my radar. I've seen it for a while now, but I didn't know what to think of it.
Yeah.
I was thinking at first it was Doom Eternal because if you ever played the first Doom, it was just over the top action. I mean, for a shooter, it's what are known as arena shooters. Arena shooters are different in the fact that you are not encouraged to take cover. You're encouraged to go out and fight. A good one, classic, is Quake and, of course, the Unreal Tournament. Where Unreal's Tournament, you basically start out with a rocket launcher that shoots 3 rockets. Or you can lock them on and fire them, or you can just go into straight, just bounce them off the ground. It's very fast paced, very frantic. A lot's going on, and especially in certain corridors. I liked it, the Doomslayer, how they did them, because to be honest, they didn't really have him talking at all. He just did you ever play the first Doom?
Yeah, we talked about it. Well, I played the last one I played. Right. Yeah, it was like the '98 Doom back on PC.
Okay, no, the 2016 Doom.
Yeah,
it's kind of a sequel because they go get basically at the beginning. I can tell you basically at the beginning, go get the Doomslayer and tell the Doomslayer, "Oops, we messed up. We done locked all the creatures out of hell." Well, the Doomslayer wakes up. He's pissed off because he knew what they did. And they try, well, we can fix the problem. He's just breaking everything as he goes through. Just defying every order they tell him. Talking about, well, we need this thing for power. And he just breaks it. He's not on it. He's like, he's like your dad after you get like a parking ticket. Or get like a huge ticket. You're trying to explain it. And he's like, just give me the keys.
By the way, just real quick on the side note, you're sorting out. I can't even hear your audio anymore.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna switch over.
There we go. Okay, now I can hear you. Cool.
Can you? Okay, there we go.
Yep, I hear you now. Loud and clear.
Yeah, but
yeah, go ahead.
But I think it's an excellent game. I still don't know about Hades though. I gotta give it a go though. See if I like it or not.
Heard that. Yeah, and same here. Like, I mean, I haven't played Doom in a very long time. Never played a Half-Life Alyx. Only played a very little bit of Neo. The first one, I haven't touched Neo 2, even though I have it. Streets of Rage 4, have it on Game Pass. Hades, I haven't played any of these, but from what I look at previews and everything like that, it looks like Hades kind of takes the cake. They came out literally out of nowhere and just swept house. They cleaned house, man. As far as some of these, as far as games that are like literally not known and just literally just coming out and just really, really wrecking. So,
you ever play Streets of Rage 2?
Yeah, definitely. Best action adventure, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Jedi Fallen Order, which technically was last year, but they had to make the cut for this year. Last of Us Part 2, winner was Last of Us Part 2. Best RPG. We're going to go into this. So this is Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 3, Yakuza Like a Dragon. And my homies at Square Enix took the cake and won the best RPGs. Once again, I'm late to the real fast right here. He says my volume's kind of low. I'm late to the party, but Malachi, turn it up. Your volume's kind of low. Let's go see if that's any better. Oh, that's the desktop. Let me go ahead and pull this up. All right. Real quick. Do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da.
Okay, you just went completely out.
Huh?
Okay.
You can hear me fine though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, let me go ahead and get that bad boy in here. I'm going to go ahead and lock that volume. Lock it. Cool. Hopefully that will maintain. But anyway, like I was saying though, just in general, again, Final Fantasy VII Remake, fantastic game, and of course, I think it's one of the best RPGs that's out, JRPGs that's out there for sure, and yeah, definitely like it, definitely digging it. Thanks for the heads up, by the way, there, Mildewy. Appreciate it, man. What are your thoughts about that from the list that's out here? Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royal, Wastelands 3, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. Is Final Fantasy VII Remake deserving in your position for this spot?
The only person I would see that would have a remote shot would have been Persona 5. Wasteland, no. I've heard good things about Genshin Impact. From what I've seen, though, it looks more of the normal ones. And like I said, everybody was clamoring for it, and for it to not disappoint too bad. The only complaint was people was just actually, it wasn't even over the game. People was mad because it was just the first part of the game.
Yeah.
So,
I was one of them. I'm going to be honest. Like, how you going to give me a game that the original version, that is an hour of a 3-month game. That was an hour of it. You know what I mean? But hey, they surprised me. They surprised me, so no complaints here anymore.
That was the only main complaint I ever heard. From everything else and from what I played in the demo and stuff, it was simply magnificent. I was wondering how it's going to do the combat system. Was it going to be like live combat? Or was it going to be like the action ATB?
Yeah,
the active time battle. Yeah.
I honestly, and that was the thing, for a while there, which I'm very glad that the decision that they made with it. But for a while there, I was perfectly fine if they literally verbatim copied everything from Final Fantasy VII and just put voice acting in there and updated the graphics and maybe the animations a little bit. So if it was turn-based, I bet I still would have bought that. You know what I mean? Because that's how it was. That's the OG right there. But the decisions that they decided to go with and the switches that they did inside the game, I that's why I'm not in that industry. Like, that's why I'm not a developer, because that was genius right there. So,
and that is a Final Fantasy fan right there. I'm telling you,
all day.
He tells me every day about Final Fantasy VII.
Every day. Yep, till my name is Final Fantasy. Best fighting game. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition, One Punch Man, what a joke, Under Night and Birth X. What are your thoughts about Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate taking it? Was that expected, or did you think that they had competition?
It was expected. I mean,
same here. I did not. Go ahead.
I'm not a huge fighting fan, but 11 is almost it's basically the top tier tournament fighting one that you hear about all the time.
Facts. Yep, I agree. I definitely agree. And honestly, it's been kind of a killer. I think since Mortal Kombat X going into 11, it just had really good success. I mean, you've always had good Mortal Kombats, of course, and then you had some that were deemed as not as good because you had some people that did not like the Mortal Kombat versus DC. You had some people that did not like the Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Deadly Alliance. Some people didn't like that, but yeah, but it seems like a lot of people love 10 and a lot of people love 11. So, right here, and Mildew Carrot brought out a really great point. Super Smash Bros. Got my vote for best fighter. It wasn't even on the list. It's somehow One Punch Man, which I guess in the fighting community is a joke among fighting games, made the list. How? Over Super Smash Bros. How is that
when
possible?
When did Super Smash Bros. Come out, though?
Super Smash Bros?
Yeah.
Ultimate? Well, yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at that, because I honestly don't remember. So if it was, all right, so with that being said, if it was...
it was 2018.
19?
Yeah, that's what it says the release date was.
Well, what part of the year?
December 7th.
So it should have been on this list then.
No, this is for 2020.
Yeah. So normally what would happen? Did the game come out in 2019 or the game
came out in 2018?
Okay. I misunderstood you because I was about to say if it came out in 2019, then it was December, like that time period. It would have been too late, and Jeff Keighley would have pushed it back to 2020, possible nominations. So if it came out in 2018, that makes a lot of sense. Mildew is triggered and says it doesn't matter.
Sorry, Mildew.
Yeah. Take it up with Jeff Keighley, man.
We had nothing to do with this.
Yeah. Best family: Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Crash Bandicoot: It's About Time, Fall Guys: Ultimate Knockout, Mario Kart 4, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Minecraft Dungeons, Paper Mario: Origami. No shocker here, Animal Crossing's New Horizons, and I think one of the main reasons why is because that is a multiplayer that came out that sold really well at the very beginning of COVID. Mine personally would be Crash Bandicoot, and then just because it's a classic, if Crash Bandicoot was on this list, it would be Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout for me. But yeah, any thoughts about that?
I'm Animal Crossing. I knew it was going to win.
Turn that frown upside down, Mildewy. Turn that frown upside down, my guy.
See, I seen it coming. I played so much of that on the GameCube days. I can't even complain about it. Me and my family, we loved Animal Crossing.
There you go.
So it's fun. If you have the right people, it's a fun game to play.
Yeah, definitely. Now, this one was one that surprised me, to be honest with you. Best sim/strategy RPGs. Best sim/strategy. You have Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator, XCOM Chimera Squad. Mine would be XCOM. But the world wants to say Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's what we got. That's where we had it at. So
teach you how to fly a plane. I told you I have friends that play that. They play every installment of Flight Simulator. Every installment. They love Flight Simulator. And I've heard nothing but good things about this one. So I figured that one's going to win.
Facts. Going on to the next part. We have best sports racing. Or best sports/racing. That's what it is. So there's Dirt 5, F1 2020, FIFA 21, NBA 2K21, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2. Winner, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2. What are your thoughts about that there?
It deserves it. I couldn't give it to a better winner. I mean, Tony Hawk is an excellent game, and I sank so many hours into that game. I'm embarrassed to say how long I played on that game.
Hey, don't be embarrassed. Don't be, man. That was a That was a classic. That was a classic. Bill Dewey says best call made. I wholeheartedly agree with you guys. This game could have been catastrophic or amazing. I'm glad it was not catastrophic. There's no in between for this. It's either amazing or it's catastrophic. That's point blank. This game is amazing. And what's even more amazing about it is that how short those runs are. I could be waiting you guys playing some Smite. Just go ahead and pop in some Tony Hawk Pro Skater on my PlayStation. Get a few rounds of that in. You guys done with the match? Okay, let's get on out. It's just such a great in-between game. Or if you just want to kill a Saturday and just knock out some challenges. Definitely a really good game. A great buy. Surprised it was only $30-$40. Great buy.
Well, that was the good thing too, is that they hit the price just right.
Yeah, I mean, because it's essentially the same games that you had before back on your PS1, but it's just like enhanced graphics. You have a little bit more to it. You have your skater. They brought in the invert and the manual inside Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. Really good stuff. It was a great game. I have no complaints. A lot of people probably assumed I would say FIFA 21. No, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2. That was the game. I love FIFA though, so I'm not putting that to the side. But Tony Hawk, that was the game. That one was the one that deserved it. Best multiplayer: Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guy Ultimate Knockout, Valorant. Among Us took the cake. Good stuff. Content Creator of the Year: Alana Pierce, J. Ann Lopez, Nick Merckx, Tim the Tech Man, Valkyrie, and Valkyrie Ray. I think that's how you pronounce it. Valkyrie Ray instead of Valkyrie. She's the winner. I wanted to be Alana Pierce because of this. This is the only person I really know was Alana Pierce.
Yeah, I don't know nobody else in the group.
Yeah. Best game or best debut game: Karen, Mortal Shell, Raji, the Ancient Epic, Roki, or Phasmophobia. Winner: Phasmophobia.
Yeah. You know you're somebody when Roblox makes a knockoff version of it.
Right? There you
go. Game is, I mean, this is one of those games that you could actually, have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I saw, especially at the Game Awards, they showed little clips of it.
Did you ever, have you seen the concept of it?
Yeah.
You play as ghost hunters, and you can draw ghosts out. But if you have like a mic or something, there's ways of aggravating the ghosts. Like some ghosts, if you say their names, it'll piss them off and make them start to attack you. Mm. You gotta basically collect evidence, because everybody's a ghost hunter. You collect evidence, figure out whether it's like a demon, ghost, ghoul, goblin, siren, and all that, without losing your people, because they can die either by the ghost killing them or they can go insane. So you got to be careful of these two things happening. It's a very fun game. I've seen a lot of it during the when it launched. I think it was one of those areas where you said like where Animal Crossing did, where it launched at the perfect time. Mm-hmm. Phasmophobia launched right at the beginning of October. Right during the Halloween rush is when Phasmophobia launched.
Marketing.
Yep, and all this Twitch stream. I've seen like a ton of Twitch streamers eating this game up
all day. Looking for that horror game, for that horror stream.
Yeah, okay. You can get like a bunch of them together, and they can just all join in.
There you go. I'm going to kind of quickly go through the other ones because we don't really pay attention too much to them, except for one. Actually, I'm going to skip to this one and I'll read the rest. So, best esports game, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, League of Legends, Valorant. Winner, League of Legends.
I kind of seen that coming.
Yeah.
I don't know why Valorant is showing up.
Valorant apparently was really good.
It is now. When it launched, I heard it was trash.
Yeah, I don't know if what bugs
I
they
guess
fixed or whatever, but yeah.
I guess Riot Games got on it and fixed that game up.
There you go. And then quickly going through the other stuff that we didn't really pay too much attention to. Best esports athlete. So on here, Ian Crimsix Porter, Hio, Showmaker Sue, Kim Canyon Jion Bu, Anthony Shatsi Cuevas Castro, and
Better be Showmaker.
Matthew Ziwu Hirboot. I pronounce all those names, but yeah, it's Showmaker.
Yeah, after that Jin game, when he was Jin alting them inside their own base, I was like, yeah, this is going bad.
Yeah. But get this: 2 of them are from Call of Duty, 2 of them from League of Legends, and there's only 1 that's from Counter-Strike.
Let me check. I think that was Showmaker. I'm pretty sure that was Showmaker that was doing that, because I know he had that. I know he was in League of Legends. Yeah, I think that was his.
Yeah, he's in leagues.
Yeah.
Best esports coach was Danny Zonic. I can't pronounce that name. Dahi Krusty Park, Fabian Grabs Loman, Lee Zepha Jamin, Raymond Rambo Lucia, and the winner of that one was Zonic. The last name I can't pronounce. Sorensen. Oh, I just said it. I just did it. There you go. Best esports event. We have Blast Premier Spring 2020 European Finals, Call of Duty League Championship 2020, IEM Katowice 2020, League of Legends World Championship 2020, Overwatch League Grand Finals 2020. League of Legends World Championship is the one that won that one.
I'm not surprised.
Yep. Best esports host. We have Alex Golden Boy Mendez, Alex Machine Richardson, FJ Suzuku Deporte, James Dash Patterson, and Joran Xavier van der Heijden. And it's going to be that first one, the Efe girl, I cannot pronounce her name. Lastly, best esports team. Dame One Gaming, Dallas Empire, G2 Esports, San Francisco Shock, Team Secret. It is G2 Esports that won that one. So, and that is everything that had kind of pulled up on the Game Awards and won an award here for that. So definitely.
Okay, so it wasn't Showmaker that. Showmaker's the mid. Okay, it was Ghost Gen. I remember Showmaker was on that team, but
well, there you go.
God, they was just destroyed. They destroyed America. I think it was America. It was whoever team it was up against. The team game I seen, they just destroyed them. I felt bad for them.
Yep, there you have it. And the kind of round out this duo, we had, so we have quite a few gaming. And this part I'm just going to not necessarily fly through. We're going to talk about it just a little bit. And now we're going to kind of talk about our excitement level for any of these games that's coming out. And then we're going to wrap it up there. So first one is Dragon Age 4. BioWare shared a first look at its next big project, Dragon Age 4. But all they showed was a cinematic trailer. The video looks very nice, but tells us almost nothing about the story, let alone the gameplay. BioWare really needs to win after middling critical response to Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem's disastrous rollout. 2 of the studio's most prominent faces just left the company, which may not bode well for them, for the state of its future projects. With so little to go off of, it's tough to say whether or not Dragon Age 4 will be the return to form the studio desperately needs. That's Dragon Age 4, everybody. Perfect Dark. That's the second game. The Initiative, which is the company and studio filled with acclaimed video games developers, revealed that its big project is a new Perfect Dark. The so-called Quadruple A studio is re-imaging the classic Rare franchise in an eco-sci-fi title coming exclusively to Xbox. The Initiative shared an intriguing and atmospheric trailer for Perfect Dark, though it doesn't hint at what kind of gameplay to expect from the title. Developer interviews, however, provided a little more detail, explaining the title in a first-person shooter, emphasizing protagonist Jonah Dark's role as a secret spy.
The only thing I'm gonna say is they better nerf the Farsight. I better not. They better nerf the Farsight because I am not getting sniped through no more
bars. Back for Blood. Since Valve never released a sequel of Left 4 Dead 2, some of its employees came together and created a spiritual successor to the co-op shooter. Turtle Rock Studios promises a greater variety of zombies to take down with your friends, and the footage they share looks absolutely stunning. So if you guys were looking for a Left 4 Dead 2, wait. Didn't we have Left 4 Dead 2? Are they talking about Left 4 Dead 3? I think they're talking about...
since Valve can't count to 3.
Yeah, I was thinking about that just now as I was reading. I was like, wait a minute. That's actually...
Yeah, Valve never makes it to 3. They only do 2.
Yeah.
Half-Life 2.
Since Valve never released a sequel to Left 4 Dead 2. So, yeah. Okay, I read it that way. I just misunderstood it. All right. There you go. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Revealing Sephiroth. The latest fire reveal from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate isn't the most monumental announcement, but the chance to play Final Fantasy VII antagonist Sephiroth is sure excites a lot of JRPG fans. Notably, when the Philos Final Fantasy VII character protagonist Cloud Strife was added to Smash Bros., his stage only included a handful of Final Fantasy tracks. Hopefully, the addition of Sephiroth also means the addition of a lot more music from the historic franchise. I disagree with some of that where they said it's not the most monumental announcement. Bump that noise. That was super hype. So forget you, because that was a hype moment, and Super Smash Bros. Definitely needed Sephiroth. I think it was a little too long. I think that should have been a little earlier. But this nonetheless got everyone off guard and hyped everyone up. Even hyped me to the point to where I might actually go ahead and go out and get a Switch before 2021 or 2021 is over. You know what I mean? Like that was the one leading cause for me of not getting a Switch, is there's just not enough games for me to want to play. There's Pokemon Sword and Shield, interested in Breath of the Wild, and that's practically it.
The Skyrim one.
I don't care. But bringing on. I mean, if I want Skyrim, I have a PlayStation. I have
Skyrim's on everything.
Yeah. But I was about to say, but bringing on Sephiroth, already having Cloud, which was one I definitely always wanted to be playing as whenever I played Smash at my buddy's house. But bringing on Sephiroth is increasing that. And now that they brought in Sephiroth, what does that mean for Final Fantasy? Now, I mean, because I think that they brought on Sephiroth because of how well Final Fantasy did at the beginning of the year. I think that's one of the moves that Nintendo decided to do. If Final Fantasy VII continues to do well, who knows? They might bring Sora from Kingdom Hearts. They might go ahead and bring Zell from Final Fantasy VIII. They might bring in
Tifa might even show up.
Tifa, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what if you had Zell and Tifa like the same character, and you just switch the skins to be one or the other? That would be baller. That would be baller right there. Let's make it happen, Nintendo. Let's make it happen, Square Enix. ALWT Gaming said it here first. You guys can give us credit in your shout-outs. You won't because you don't know who we are. But it will be awesome if you guys do that. So let it happen. Let it happen. Mass Effect. The final announcement of the Game Awards is a piece of the news with a short video attached, but it's significant nonetheless. BioWare debuted a brief cinematic trailer revealing the Mass Effect series will return. If development has even started on the new Mass Effect, the project is undoubtedly in extremely early development. But as mentioned previously, the studio needs some positive press. BioWare clearly hopes that the beloved franchise return will get fans excited about the new studio's future, even though a new Mass Effect is certainly to be years away. I think at this point, Dreadwolf is holding the bar. I think if Dreadwolf does well or even okay, I think that will kind of hold on to the hope that will bring maybe later down the road an Anthem next, and later down the road a Mass Effect sequel. We'll see. Luke, go ahead.
As for me, I think it's one of those things to it. They've already announced it. Mm-hmm. they're working on it, but I think they're going to go really slow on it. It's not going to be a fast one because at this point, their reputation is kind of tarnished. They have Anthem next. I've been checking this out, and it's been they're probably going to release Anthem next, probably sometime next year. Um, as for Mass Effect, basically the next two releases with Dreadwolf and whatever the next Mass Effect is, basically holds, I think, their future.
I agree.
Like I said, EA's never been good about keeping companies around. I mean, just look at Visceral Games. I could see not Mass Effect, but BioWare. If those two games completely flop, I can see them just being quickly absorbed into EA, just completely just taken apart, and that'll be it. That'll be that for BioWare.
Yeah, we'll see. Looped Hero. The pre-show kicked off at Developer Digital. The indie publisher revealed a new game called Loop Hero, which appears to be the retro RPG with deck building elements. The game is scheduled for 2021 early release. Mildewy Carrot comments and says, "No, we have faith. Hold on to the faith there, Mildewy. Hold on to the faith." Sea of Solitude, a former Game Awards nominee. Sea of Solitude has come to Nintendo Switch. The port is a more robust rework of the original indie game, described as a director's cut. The extended version is coming exclusively to Switch on March 4th. Sea of Solitude was previously nominated in the Games for Impact category. Century, Age of Ashes. The pre-show ended with a dragon flying combat game called Century of Ashes. The game comes out in February, so 2021, with the beta available now on Steam. It looks a bit like Skyrim meets, Panzer Dragoon with a competitive multiplayer focus. So interesting here. The Callisto Protocol. The Callisto Protocol is coming to from a striking distance studio. The studio is led by Glenn Schofield, who worked on Dead Space. The game is described as a survival horror game and certainly appears to be in the vein of Dead Space. The game will release in 2022. So Dead Space fans, it's no longer called Dead Space, it's just called Callisto Protocol. There you go. Open Road.
Oh, we needed one.
Yeah, definitely. Open Road. Gone Home developer Fulbright's new project is Open Road. Published by Annapurna Interactive, the game is a road trip coming of age story with a unique art style. The game features voice acting by Carrie Russell, and Caitlin Dever. Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium is finally coming to consoles in the form of Disco Elysium The Final Cut. The game features more content, including new quests. The game lands on PS4, PS5, PC, and PC in March. Players can pre-order a deluxe edition of the game now. The RPG won 4 awards last year's Game Awards, including Best RPG and Best Narrative. So there you go. Crimson Desert. This one's the one that I'm actually kind of excited for. Crimson Desert. South Korea developer Pearl Abyss revealed a new next-gen open-world game called Crimson Desert. The trailer showed off some gorgeous landscapes and that heavily featured impressive lighting effects. It looks quite a bit like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, with a heavy focus on brutal combat, exploration, and puzzles. There appears to be a bit of a more sci-fi element to it as well. Another similarity to Assassin's Creed. Pearl Abyss is the development studio behind Black Desert Online. So I'm kind of wondering if Crimson Desert's going to be online as well, or if it's just strictly going to be offline, so it can maintain those beautiful images that you guys saw previously.
Yeah.
The Swedish chef is coming to Overcooked. This Swedish chef actually annoyed the crap out of me during the awards, to be honest with you. He really did. I didn't think it was funny, so shame on you, Jeff Keighley.
It just went on.
Shame on you, Jeff Keighley, for that. Shame on you. The Swedish chef made an appearance and gave a speech in a comedic bit. The Muppet is a playable character in Overcooked. All you can eat, and players can download him for free now. Yes, Mildewy, I said what I said. Swedish Chef annoyed the crap out of me in that. Yes, yes, yes. Take it, take it. All right. Warframe is unreal. Warframe is now getting now available for free on Epic Games Store, as it has always been. As part of the release, the looter shooter is getting a new weapon bundle based on the Unreal Tournament series. Players can claim it for free until December 24th. So if you guys are trying to get some of those Warframe weapons, jump onto it now before you guys got 13 more days to do it. Cold War Season 1. Activision showed off a new glimpse of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War first season. It featured quite a bit of guns and jeeps, and as one might expect, and it seemed to tease some Battle Royale game modes, Battle Royale mode gameplay. It officially kicks off in December 16th, so 5 days from now. So if you guys have Cold War, jump on it. Season. That's the name of the game. It's called Season. A PlayStation 5 game called Season was revealed. Developer by Scavenger Studio. Season is a new indie with a gorgeous art style. Scavenger Studio is a team behind Battle Royale game The Darwin Project. Interesting.
Didn't really catch a lot about that one now.
Yeah, apparently it was actually really good, but financially it didn't sell well, and they had a lot of their assets were pretty much going to investors, and it just kept on getting more and more, and to the point where it wasn't viable for them anymore. So, I still want to check out the Darwin Project if that's still on any platform or free, because it sounded kind of cool. It sounded like the Hunger Games straight up, but I don't know. We'll see. Arc 2. Whoever wrote this article has a lot of errors. An expansive story-driven trailer for Arc 2 was shown. The sequel stars Vin Diesel and shows the actor fighting monsters and dinosaurs off with an AE in the jungle. I don't know what that means. The game features something of a sci-fi edge, with Diesel's character discovering some sort of future tech after escaping the clutches of a T-Rex. And he even spelled T-Rex wrong. He did T.Rex. It's T-Rex. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too nitpicky. The addition to the game, Ark is getting an animated series in 2022 that stars Elliot Page and Gerard Butler. And anyone that did not know, it's Ellen Page, and she came out as trans, switching her name to Elliot Page. So, yes. Evil Dead. Evil Dead is getting its own game. Evil Dead, the game is coming out in 2021. Seems to be a multiplayer game, though a few details were revealed during this short trailer, which featured main character Ash. Almost done here. Ghosts and Goblins to Switch. A remake of Ghosts and Goblins called Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection is coming to Nintendo Switch on February 26th. In addition to the remake, Capcom's Arcade Collection is coming in February. A fine print notes that 1943, the Battle of the Midway, will be free, but other titles will be separate DLC. It's unclear if those are free.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't like how that sounded.
Yeah. Flight Simulator gets its coming to Destination X, and I titled it that way because a new trailer for Microsoft Simulator shows off the game playing on PlayStation on Xbox Series X. The game, which won Best Strategy Simulator Game of the Year, is coming to consoles in summer 2021. So you Xbox fanboys, you guys can take flight. And I don't know if it comes for S. It just says X. So I'm wondering if the S is not powerful enough to run it.
Could be. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I don't know, man. It didn't say it was on there. It just said X. But at the same time, this guy couldn't spell T-Rex right, so I don't know how much I trust him. Returnal release date. PlayStation 5's exclusives Returnal is coming March 19th. For anyone that wants to go ahead and get Returnal. Sony Studios' upcoming shooter is being positioned as one of the PlayStation 5's big exclusives in 2021, alongside Ratchet & Clank and Gran Turismo games. There you go. Mildewy Carrot said he was downloading his now, and I think he was talking about the Swedish Chef. You download that Swedish Chef, man. You download it. Going on to the next game, It Takes Two. Hazellight's next game is It Takes Two. Game Awards favorite Joseph Fares revealed a colorful multiplayer game. The title is a major departure from Hazellight's previous game, opting for a more comedic, cartoonish approach. Like previous games from the developer, it's two-player story-driven co-op game. That's what it is. So like Hazellight's last game, A Way Out, It Takes Two will have a friend pass, which gives players an extra copy when they buy the game. The game releases March 26th. So I beat A Way Out with my buddy Lance. Had a good time. 5-hour game, relatively short. I'm assuming that It Takes Two is probably going to be the same way. A little too goofy for my taste, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really get into it. I thought it was funny in some parts, though. I'm not gonna say it was terrible.
Yeah.
If you're into that style of
definitely humorous,
humor and stuff, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, live your best life. Don't let us stop you. Elder Scrolls Online: Gates to Oblivion. A trailer for the Elder Scrolls Online next expansion, Gates of Oblivion, was shown. The cinematic trailer didn't reveal much, only confirming the title, and the next DLC is coming sometime in 2021. So if you guys have Elder Scrolls Online, and you guys haven't gotten through Morrowind or Elsewhere or anything like that, you might want to do that before 2021 if you're trying to dive.
Got me revving mine up here shortly.
There you go. Monster Hunter Rise gets January demo. So the upcoming Nintendo Switch game Monster Hunter Rise got a new trailer which shows a bit more of the story. A demo for the game is coming in January ahead of its March 26th launch. That was one that did interest me, and that one also as well. If I do go ahead and get a Switch before the end of the year, that's probably going to be a game I'm going to pick up. Yeah, Mildew and Carrot's cheering over there, and I'm assuming that's probably going to entice you to get a Switch as well. So there you have it. I know you're already planning on getting it, but I think this is more incentive to get it. Evil West revealed. A new Western game called Evil West was revealed. The game appears to be an action game where players fight monsters and demons in the Wild Wild West setting. And developed by SnowRunner Studio, Focus Home Interactive. The game is coming sometime next year. I didn't care for that game. I thought it looked kind of weird.
Yeah, I really wasn't a huge fan of it.
Yeah. Master Chief is coming to Fortnite. So Master Chief is coming to Fortnite's latest season. The classic Halo map Blood Gulch is coming to game's creative mode as well. Players can play Capture the Flag in a recreated version of the map starting tomorrow morning. Daryl and Michonne from The Walking Dead are joining the fight, star dubbed in the season as well. The latest season already features Kratos and the Mandalorian. So they got a lot of gaming celebs in there. One thing I thought was kind of interesting, I fired up my PlayStation 5 the other day, and we still got, literally 2 more games to go through. But right here, I started my PS5 last night after the awards and all that good stuff. And I saw something, and I'm kind of curious about it. You saw Fortnite, but instead of seeing Kratos, you saw Master Chief. I'm wondering, for anyone that plays Fortnite, if you're playing on PlayStation, you can play as Master Chief. If you're playing as Xbox, you can play as Kratos. I'm wondering if that's a thing, because if that's not a thing, then why would my PlayStation show off Master Chief over Kratos?
Because they're both in.
Yeah, they're both in, but if it's going to be a console exclusive character for that game, then show me Kratos. Don't show me Master Chief on a PlayStation. So that's why I'm wondering if, yes, it's Fortnite. Fortnite's on all platforms. But I'm wondering if Sony and Microsoft for this game in particular shook hands and was like, yeah, your gamers can use our character.
Yeah, they've been doing this. They've been working together for a while, so.
I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll have to see. Last 2 games. Skyrim comes to Game Pass. I could skip over that, but it's part of the news, so we're going to go talk about it. It wouldn't be
that one person in the under the rock, literally, that has never seen Skyrim, has been out for 10 years and on everything, even probably your mom's fridge about now.
If it's Samsung, it is. You know what I mean?
You now can play Skyrim.
There you go. You have no excuse. It wouldn't be a big gaming event without Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim is officially coming to Xbox Game Pass December 15th. The announcement follows Microsoft's recent acquisition of Bethesda. As part of the deal, the publisher's entire catalog will come to the service. Several Yakuza remasters are coming to Game Pass as well, including Yakuza 3 through Yakuza 6. That is a steal. That is a steal freaking deal. Now that does entice me to go ahead and jump on Yakuza through like a drag, or not like a Dragon, but Yakuza on Game Pass. That does entice me to do that. That's a good. That's
okay, so getting on to something real quick. Microsoft, would you please fix Doom Eternal? I've been trying to download this all night, and all I've been getting is an error. Please fix your Doom Eternal. I want to play Doom Eternal. I got Game Pass. I'm an honest citizen. I paid my dues. I want to play Doom Eternal.
Facts.
Fix it.
Fix it right now. The 9ball has spoken. Corner pocket. Rack them up, Microsoft. Rack them up.
Yeah, fix this problem right now.
Last but not least, Ruined King, a single player of League of Legends spin-off. Ruined King got a new trailer that shows the game in action. Revealed at last year's Game Awards, it appears to be a turn-based RPG. The game is scheduled for an early 2021 release on consoles and PCs, including Nintendo Switch. So there you go. After hearing all of these game news, and I know it was a lot that I just threw at you there, where is your hype level for the games that's coming out? I mean, we already talked about the expectations of the Game Awards and the awards that they got, and that's all good and gravy, like Tracy McGrady. But where is your game hype level at for the games that's coming out from this awards show particularly?
I think it's actually a good start. Like, I wasn't expecting to be maybe too much stuff because the consoles are just launching, and I feel like some of the bigger studios are kind of holding back because I think, in a way, the scalpers are making this difference too, to where they're probably holding back because of that too. They're waiting for more people to get them in their hands before they release the more powerful games out. Mm-hmm. But the games they're releasing out seem to look pretty good. I mean, they had quite a few ones, interesting ones. Like I think Returnal looks interesting to me. Of course, 40K, so I gotta get 40K. What's the other one? The Callisto Project.
Yeah, Callisto.
Callisto Project looked interesting to me.
I don't think it's called Callisto Project. I think it's called. Let's see, Callisto Protocol.
Callisto Protocol, yeah. Project. Mm-hmm. It's and the Ruined King. Like, I've been hearing for a long time about League of Legends. But Riot's been wanting to put the S in games, so they released Valorant, and I heard of Ruined King, which looks interesting. So I might give it a shot. I knew they was going to do it eventually anyway. Anybody that's followed League of Legends has noticed all of a sudden League of Legends has been fixing its lore, like rewriting whole characters like Soraka. All the characters' lore, even Warwick's, all the characters' lore has been basically erased. And they're basically starting them back over, getting like this city, town, got the planet set up and everything. That basically tells you when you're building a story that you're going to build games around and in that world. So I seen that coming, and I would say probably the Elder Scrolls, and of course Dragon Age and Mass Effect. I'm not going to bring them up because I'm already excited about those. Elder Scrolls and Perfect Dark was good too. I don't know where to put the Evil Dead game at right now because the series it's very violent, but it's funny. You ever seen that movie Feast?
No.
Okay, it's down that. I was about to say it's down that vein where it's like these creatures are running around trying to eat them and stuff, and it's so over the top. It's retarded. Violence is over the top, gore is over the top, but it's meant to be like that. Let me see. Is there any other ones that look kind of interesting? Okay. Uh, Not off the top of my head I can think of. I think those are my main ones. Like I said, Dark Tide and them, and Fortnite. Yeah, it's Fortnite. The
Mm-hmm.
Gates of Oblivion looked excellent too. Like I said, I'm going to be revving back up my Elder Scrolls Online ESO because I was a big Oblivion fan. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, for me in particular, Crimson Desert looks really good, and I do want to try that out, and I can't wait for that to come out. Super Smash Bros. Took the cake for me. Really excited for that game. Can't wait to go ahead and get my Switch and play as Sephiroth and go ahead and play as Cloud and even some Ryu action because I like playing Ryu on that game too as well. Um, what else was on there? There's a few other games that I mean, of course, you said it. Dragon Age 4. Very excited about that. Dreadwolf. Um, out of that, there really wasn't a whole lot of other games that I was super pumped about. To be honest with you, um, yeah, I mean, I think Arc 2 had something there. If Vin Diesel didn't look as stiff when he was fighting, like it looked
Yeah,
really. It maybe we're the only ones that caught it. But when we were watching the trailer, it looked really stiff. It didn't look.
like two kids playing with action figures. Like, here comes the dinosaur.
Yeah, didn't look exactly
Yeah,
good. Monster Hunter Rise looks pretty cool too because that looks like it's taking place in like Japan or Tokyo or something, which is pretty cool. And I actually kind of am interested in the Ruined King, so very curious to see what they're gonna have about that. So, and then of course for me in particular, very much would like to fully emerge and divulge myself. I don't even think that's even a word. Uh, into the Mass Effect world and just get caught up to you guys and be able to make my own choices, carry stuff on over, and see what that universe has for me, what that game has for me. So
I
we'll
got
have
to
to
go in
see.
reverse. I got to do Dragon Age for me. So
Yeah. um, and then so that's actually good. That's actually it. That's all we got for you guys today. We just wanted to kind of overview some of the video game awards and talk about our thoughts about it and our likes, our expectation levels, and let you guys know what you guys have missed out. If you guys had missed the 4 hours of the BGAs, there's 2 hours of pre-shows and 2 hours of the actual show. So that was us in a nutshell. Now this show itself, just talking about the VGA awards, was an hour and 15ish minutes right now. So. But of course, if you guys want to get some more ALWT Gaming content, please make sure you guys are following us on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Patreon.com, Anchor, the whole nine. Pretty much ALWT Gaming, everything. If you guys are checking us out on YouTube, having problems finding us there, go ahead and just type in "At least we tried gaming." At least we tried gaming. We should pop right on up. See our lovely, attractive, beautiful, sexy faces. If you guys want to send us an email, give us any thoughts, concerns, feedback. If you have any questions, anything like that, just type up "at least we tried.gaming@gmail.com. Just email us there. If you guys are ever needing a break down with your raised energy drink from Rep Sports, REPP Sports.com. Type in ALWT Gaming at checkout, get 15% off. Enjoy the raise the bar, raise the roof. Tomorrow is going to be kind of a free day. You might see some streams from Mildewy Carrot playing. Well, you know what? I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming those right now. I think right now we're kind of getting through our playthroughs of Cyberpunk 2077 because we are going to talk about that on Tuesday on All Things Gaming, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But also, we're going to be talking about PS4. And I say that because what we're going to do is a little, I guess you could say, fun game, if you will. But we're all ALWC Gaming. We're going to choose the best PS4, the best game ultimately that's ever been on PS4. On Tuesday, we're going to rank each game. We're going to have like a little brackets. We're going to pair them up against each other. We're going to vote on it, and we're going to choose the best PS4 game ever for ALWT Gaming. Of course, if you guys want to tune in on that and kind of be the tiebreakers for us, because I kind of sense a few ties that might be coming up, you guys are welcome to join us, All Things Gaming. And again, that's ALWT Gaming. If you guys are checking us on Twitch, www.twitch.tv /ALWT Gaming. If you guys are on Twitch right now, you guys already know that. If you guys are on Anchor or YouTube, make sure you guys are checking us out. Give us a like, giving us a sub, giving us a follow. Whatever it is that you can and want to do. Any closing statements there, Nineball?
No, not at all. It's going to be interesting though on Tuesday because we've got basically with Cyberpunk, we've basically got like several different perspectives.
Yep.
I believe you're playing yours on the PS5, right?
Certainly.
Okay, me and Mildew, I believe, are on PC.
Certainly.
Who's on the I think we got a PS4 person.
No. We don't have a PS4 person yet. I think Gravity Mark is going to pick his up for the PS4. And he's doing that in anticipation for when the multiplayer comes out, then he's able to play online with us.
Okay.
Yeah, and for Ohio, he's also playing on PC as well. So.
Oh wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I thought he would pick this up for Xbox.
No, his gaming PC is a top notch PC like yours. It's a higher end PC. And so he wanted to go ahead and do it off of that. And of course we have the bugs and glitches right here. Mildewy Care just says lagging while downloading an update. Yeah, so you have some stuff. Why Cyberpunk? Why? Yeah, you do have some stuff that CD Projekt Red needs to work on. Again, ultimately, and again, we can save this for Tuesday when we talk about it. But ultimately, it was a game that released that wasn't finished yet. That's what I'm gathering from this. As you guys are seeing, if you guys go to YouTube, you guys will be able to see my stream as far as the character creation. That's the extent of my personal gameplay of it. I do plan on spending some more time with it over the weekend, so I have more insight as far as the street kid and interactions and my experiences going through Night City. But right now, the news that's flooding from different articles and journalists and all that, it's not good. It's not good. A lot of people are loving the game, but they're not liking the performance issues that's causing them to prevent them from playing the game how they want to or even smoothly. That's the issue that most gamers are running into, is that it's starting to become unplayable, which is becoming very frustrating and annoying. So,
hey, check his current Metacritic rating.
No, I was about to say, I don't know if it's gonna. It probably has dropped now that the console version's out there, but how many reviewers are going to go out there and re-review the games that they already reviewed?
I just seen a couple of them have, because a couple of them I've seen is basically they said they was going to do a second one as soon as they released it, because they was saying all this stuff about, they had a huge debuff on huge thing. Oh no, it's wow. Metacritic's holding it. Critics are holding it at a 90. According to the users, that's a 6.
Mm-hmm. And that makes that again, like I said, you're going to have a lot of people that are not going to try to review the games anyway. So it's just like they came out with the PC versions first because that was the versions that they optimized the best and spent the most time on. Didn't give any codes for console, which that was already kind of a flag, or I guess you could say a warning sign for a lot of journalists and reviewers and streamers that they got the codes for. And then the game launches and consoles is not functioning too well. So and that CD Projekt Red knows what they were doing. They knew what they were doing, and that's why they're kind of getting a lot of backlash, I guess, from different consumers. But at the end of the day, that's a marketing ploy. That was a business strategy to make sure again that you're getting the best score possible for the game that's been most anticipated for the past couple years.
Well, I believe it's that. Well, we'll probably touch more on this tomorrow, Tuesday, but I believe it's that and its hype levels.
Exactly.
You had a point. You remember when Suicide Squad came out?
The movie, right?
Yes, the movie. Okay. Everybody was just overhyped the mess out of that movie.
Yep.
And then the movie launched, and then everybody hates it.
Facts.
And that's the thing. You people keep your hype level sometimes, down. Don't shoot it up to the moon.
And to be honest with you, and we could, again, we'll talk about this on Tuesday, but to be honest with you, in some cases you can control it, in other cases you just can't. Cyberpunk is a scenario you can't control the hype level because you see it everywhere. You go on your phone and you might see an ad. You watch a TV, you see a commercial. You go on social media, you see it here. You're walking down the street, you might see a kid talking about it. this game was so highly anticipated, highly talked about, highly expected. And yes, some of the journalists have they kind of have a hand in that, but at the same time, it's just like their job is to report what they see, and if what they see is hype, then they're going to report the hype. If they
it's that add to if it's the company. CD Projekt Red has gained a huge level of respect and notoriety, particularly in the PC market. I've seen on several occasions where I've even seen people that's pirated games of CD Projekt Red right in their thing, apologizing them, and then buying the original. Saying, yeah, I pirated the game. After playing it, I was so impressed with this was like when The Witcher came out.
Yep.
I was so impressed with how they treated us and all that to where I went ahead and took and just bought the original.
Yeah. Witcher 3 was a huge success, and that's kind of what some of the articles were getting at, which again we'll talk on Tuesday. but yeah, it's just like it was a huge success, and it was just like no one can touch PR after The Witcher 3. No one could touch them, and then this happens as far as how they addressed and rolled out this the game that clearly was not finished. And
I want to see what their response is going to be. Is it going to be?
They have one. They have one from the VP, but we'll talk about that on Tuesday for All Things Gaming. So make sure you guys are tuning in for that.
Yeah.
Until next time, everybody. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Control Alt, take it away, 9ball.
Complete.
Peace, y'all.